Good morning, folks. Welcome. It's Wednesday, 29th of April today. And the news that we have to look at today, testing is being rolled out much more widely, certainly across the mainland, England in particular, with millions of people now able to apply for tests. People in care homes, staff in care homes, anyone over the age of 65, and anyone who I think has to leave the UK for work reasons will be able to apply for this. Now, Northern Ireland and Scotland and Wales are a wee bit behind this, I believe, but hopefully in time it will be the same as England too. But this is significant. The more testing that's available, the better this is for the fight against coronavirus, and the sooner really that the government will ease lockdown measures. So anytime we hear of testing being rolled out all across countries, it's only a good thing. In other news, there may be a spike in the reported number of coronavirus deaths today. And that is not because more people are dying all of a sudden. It is simply because the people who put these statistics together are now going to start including deaths in care homes as well as hospitals. So this is going to be the case from now on. So we're going to start seeing much more accurate data each day, which is a good thing, but it does mean that we're likely to see an increase on yesterday. But as I said, it's not the beginning of a second wave or anything like that. It's just because the figures now include care homes as well. And on that note, we've got to keep praying for those in care homes and the staff that are on the front line there, providing care to those who need it every day, and yet still putting themselves at risk in the process. It's such a sad scenario that the coronavirus just seems to be ravaging care homes. And really all we can do is pray and ask God to protect. And I wanted to talk a little bit about prayer this morning. Prayer is the one thing that's really entirely unaffected by lockdown rules. Prayer is not just for church services or large gatherings of Christians. In fact, prayer is almost designed for a scenario like lockdown. Again and again through the Gospels, we're told that Jesus withdrew to a solitary place to pray. It seems like his habit was to be alone, to be in isolation in order to pray. And that's because prayer is closely linked to sort of that intimacy with our Father in heaven. Jesus knew that he had to rely on his Father. He knew he had to be obedient to his Father's will. He craved that close connection, and prayer was the thing that he used to facilitate those other things. Jesus also says in Matthew chapter 6, when you pray, don't be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing up in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by others. Truly I tell you, Jesus says, they have received their reward in full. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. So again, we have this notion and concept that prayer really is the perfect lockdown activity. And we have this most precious gift of prayer available to us. So we can cry out to God when we feel afraid or worried. We can cry out to God on behalf of people who are struggling. We can cry out to God for those on the front lines putting themselves in danger. We can cry out to God for those who are looking for a cure. We can cry out to God for wisdom and discernment for our leaders. We can cry out to God for his kingdom to continue to grow even in the lockdown. We can cry out to God as we miss and long to see our friends and our families. So today, whatever you're doing, why not make some time to pray? Why not withdraw to a solitary place? Why not go into your room, close the door for 5 minutes and pray to God? Bring whatever it is on your heart and in your mind to our great God of compassion. 1 Peter 5 says this, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Folks, why do we hold on to things? Why do we carry things around as burdens that weigh us down when we have this amazing chance to leave those burdens with the Lord? We can pile them on his shoulders because his shoulders are strong. Until tomorrow, stay safe, and as ever, God bless.